friends, welcome to our talk show Biz Talks, a unique initiative of Vision Year 2021 with the concept of supporting Rotarians to support Rotary. In the Vision Year 2021, District Governor Sunil Mehra has come up with many unique projects to make a difference and also have a huge impact on Rotary in the community. In this talk show, we invite guests who have been doing selfless work in the community and discuss with them about their personal, professional, and Rotary life. There has been an overwhelming response to this talk show all over the Rotary circles, and we thank each one with folded hands for the tremendous support that you all have shown towards this Rotary initiative. I am your host, Dr. Manish Motwani, a weight loss surgeon, and also the Chief Coordinator for Rotary District 3141 in the year 2021. Friends, I have the pleasure in having with us today on the Biz Talks a Rotarian with more than 15 years of Rotary experience. Rotarian Rotary Club of Mumbai Green City. Yes, friends, none other than the most passionate Rotarian Khuzem Sakarwala. By classification, he is an interior designer and he's into modular furnitures. Those type of modular furnitures which are customized and ready to be delivered for residential and commercial places. He has clarity in his thought, purity in his heart, sincerity in his actions, and is always keen to build relations. Friends, with this short introduction, I present before all of you all a person who's so ethical and transparent and vibrant, Rotarian Khuzem Sakarwala.
Hello, fellow Rotarians. Pleasure to be in front of you on screen.
That's great.
Thank you, Manish.
Thank you, Khuzem, for your presence here. It's been a pleasure to have you here. Khuzem, I have known you since now more than a decade, and
Yes.
the Rotarians who have been active in Rotary field have been knowing you such a long time. But there are equally large number of people who don't know you or who might not be knowing something about your personal. Would you be kind enough to let us know something about you as a person and your family?
Okay. So, Manish, I am born and brought up in Mumbai, and I am a Xavierite. My schooling is done from St. Xavier's High School, Bombay, Dovitala. And then I have, in my due course of life, I have become an interior designer, professionally passed out from Rashna Sansad's College of Architecture. And after that, I have had a 3-year teaching experience in the SNDT University as an interior designer classification at SNDT Juhu, and then have gone into business of design and modular furniture. I got married to Nazdeen in 1990. Nazdeen, also a Rotarian and an interior designer professionally, has worked with architect Prakash Mankar for 7 years before we got married, and then we started on our journey together. After that, in 1997, we got into starting with customized modular kitchens. That is when the industry started in Mumbai, and that is how we came into the industry of modular furniture. Being background of an interior designing background, we thought that we could not just do kitchens, so we continued to expand over the years, and now we have a range of modular furniture for residential and commercial spaces.
Amazing, amazing journey that has been, and you and your partner together, hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder, walking through this entire journey, not just of life, but also of profession. I think so. This is an amazing journey that I've ever heard of. Khuzem, I would like you to tell something more about your business. I'll just tell you the purpose of this talk show. Purpose of this talk show is to create awareness about each other's professions in the Rotarians' mind. We want Rotarians who have been working together in Rotary with each other, bonding each other in Rotary, otherwise now to even join hands and work together. So I would like to say something more about your work, your profession, your expertise to the crowd outside, and how they could benefit by you, and how could your unity together flourish.
Okay. So basically, as I told you, as being my background being interior design, so basically one is that I know I start my concept with a concept in mind. So I'm not selling furniture as furniture. Most of the people who do furniture are selling a product, whereas I am always trying to sell a concept. So I have been able to work with architects also because of my design background, because architects have a specific idea of doing, giving exactly what they want to give to the customer. And to understand the design and get it made in the factory is where I come in, because factory is machinery and basically it works on a standard format of software. But the software has to be fed with something which is called a design input, and that is the translation which I make from a designer to a factory input, and that's how we create furniture made to design and customize. Now we have two modules of furniture. One is customized, so we have made spaces which are completely made in a factory and delivered in 4 weeks flat and then installed on site. Normally any house or any office somebody makes, a timeline of minimum 2 months to 4 months is what it takes. And there have been people who have ended up spending a year or 2 years to make their house. In our case, once the designs are frozen, we are able to give it to anybody in 4 weeks, any amount of furniture, whether it's a building project or a residential project or a commercial project. So we have a timeline factor which we achieve. Finish wise, we are on par with the Italian industry as of today. So basically, we have the same finishes which are available in Italy today, and we manufacture them in our factory in Nasik. So we are able to give you the same finishes on par with Italy today. We don't compete with ourselves with China. We compare ourselves with Italy, which is the top brand of furniture industry. So that is how we work. Secondly, today imports are going to be a difficulty with this current situation of COVID, and that is where we will be very useful because carpenters are not available. People want to complete their apartments and offices in timeline, and we will be able to do it in our factory and give it to them in the timeline they require.
Fantastic. Hussein, you have your own factory, right?
Yes.
Fantastic. So,
In Nasik.
yeah. So, you all take up furnitures. You all take
Yes.
designed by you all itself, and you all prepare it over there. You deliver it in 2 to 4 weeks time, and
Yeah.
then fitting is done by your people itself.
Yes, we have a team who's been with us for 30 years now.
So that team will probably fix up everything in just 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, and they can move off.
If a whole apartment is there, it takes around 10 to 12 days. For a single room, 2 to 3 days. Yes.
You know that I have my own hospital, which is
Yes.
a specialized center for bariatric surgery, and we were in fact planning to do something like that. And see, the BizBiz talk show has started creating results here itself. And we didn't have a place where my carpenter could make things. And inside the hospital, I cannot allow probably these type of construction works to happen or the carpentry work to happen. So you are a person who's
Yes.
ideal like a person like me, ideal for a person like me, where you design, you prepare, you come here, possibly you come in the night hours only for fixing, and there is no trouble in the hospital also. So this is what
Right.
I think. So people like me or many others who want something like this to happen and don't want to spend too much time or don't want those carpenters to be in the house for a long period of time can look out for people for like you for designing and making their uh, modular furniture. So that's great, Khuzaim. I'm myself so happy knowing so much about you. After knowing you of more than a decade, I didn't know that you were into. So what about others who didn't know you so well? So
And
Khuzaim,
we were co-presidents, Manish.
presidents, yeah. So now coming Khuzaim to the most important reason that why you are here today. You're here for a purpose. You're also here because you are the one who has touched me by heart. You are one person who touches so many others' hearts because you are into the
Actually, Rotary has touched my heart. I would say that.
because you are into a profession of touching little hearts.
Yes.
You are into the avenue of touching little hearts.
Yes.
You have been more than a life savior for hundreds and thousands of kids till date. You, along with your closely knit team, have ensured that so many children who require pediatric heart surgeries have been able to do so just on your word. You are the one who has been motivating so many Rotarians and non-Rotarians alike to contribute and donate so that these type of pediatric heart surgeries for unaffording people, unaffording children who otherwise would have died if the surgery has not happened, are now able to live life. I'm sure that this is going to bless you in long term. I see it's already being started blessing you, but you and your very strong team, which you have literally fought and again took it from us this year. I'm sure you all are going to perform beyond imaginations because you all are working for one of the most noble projects of District 3141. आज आप किसी को खाना खिलाओ, you feed meals, or you provide community toilets, or you do community health projects. Everything aside, giving life to a young one who without your support would have died is one of the noblest of noble projects. And I salute you for the type of work you have been consistently doing for all these years. You have been one of the front runners in which you have been proactive and going and approaching member after member to support you in this project. And you have been ably supported by so many hospitals who are doing this project along with you. Hussain, my regards and respect for you has no bounds because you have been doing something extraordinary in the past few years. Tell us your plans for this year, and will COVID come as a hindrance, or you will still be able to do as much as you had planned for or even more than that?
So basically, COVID has not come as a hindrance. In the past 3 months, there has been a lockdown and most of the hospitals have not been working. But at Kokilaben Hospital, where we started the project and have been doing it for the past 8 years, we have touched the hearts of 50 children in the past 3 months. So basically, it has been a slowdown, but it has not stopped. So actually, we had planned and we have got funding for almost 400 children as of today. And we actually wanted to do surgeries for at least 300 till June. But somehow that didn't happen. 50 children got touched during these 3 months. And so we have got almost money for 400 children available to us for the incoming year. We are already in process for applying a new grant, and we are looking at trying to make a grant of around $6 lakh so that we are already having the funding in future so that we can continue with the surgeries ongoing. Luckily for us, this
1 second, I would like to stop in for a second over here. There are 2 ways in which people can get associated with you. One is they help you with the funding for children. Second is you also want to be like an angel for them, that if you have a child who doesn't have money, they can still approach you and you will get the surgery done.
Yes, we have done that till now.
What is the total cost of surgery? How much? Hussain, 2 things, please let me complete the whole thing. What is the total cost of surgery? And is Kokilaben going to give some subsidy in this surgery because you are getting so many surgeries done? In this surgery, how much is the hospital subsidizing? How much does Rotary pay? How much the patient is supposed to pay? If the patient has got no money at all, can they still approach you all for surgery? And one more thing that we would like to know is, you are not working only for Kokila, you are working for Touching Little Hearts.
Yes.
Are you only connected to Kokilaben for your surgeries, or do you have a pan Mumbai presence? Because there might be so many people who are staying in some other part of Mumbai and they feel it's not easy for them to go in one part of Mumbai to another part, that to far northwest in Andheri for a surgery. So you have to answer all these questions. I want you to answer these questions rather than let us be very practical in our approach. So first foremost, what is the subsidy? What is the total cost of surgery, say for atrial septal defect or ventricular septal defect? जो लोग कहते हैं कि हार्ट में होल हो गया, जो सर्जरी आप करवाते हो, आप मुझे ये बताइए कि what is the total cost usually for the surgery?
See, average cost ranges from, there are different categories and it ranges from 1 lakh to 4 lakhs. That is the average cost of surgery.
That is the actual cost of Kokilaben. How much are
actual cost of Kokilaben at their rates, their package rates.
Absolutely, that's what I'm asking. So it is going to be, you can understand, I am possibly a AG over here. AG means someone who runs a news channel, that AG. And you are Hussain Sakharwala. So I am going to be shooting bullets on you and you have to answer everything. And I want to see that confidence. Yes. What is the cost of surgery?
say if it is a B category surgery, it works out to around 175 and we pay 135. That is the cost we pay.
The surgery, which is the commonest that is seen, the commonest cost. Tell me about the majority.
Commonest is B category, and A category.
1.7
category.
lakhs.
1.75 lakhs is the cost of Coquilabane, and we pay 1.35 lakhs from Rotary.
Please answer question by question. You get 1.75 lakhs. The 1.75 lakhs is the rack rate of Coquilabane. What do they subsidize you with?
Subsidy we are giving, we are getting it at 135. So we are getting a 40,000 subsidy.
So 175 surgery is done in 135.
Yes.
Or 130.
135.
So it is a 40,000 subsidy. So 40,000 is shared by Coquilabane. Remaining is 135.
135, yes.
Out of that 135, how much does the patient pay? How much does Rotary pay?
See, basically the patient comes to the hospital, the social worker interviews them, and then we also interview them, and we see if they have any funding available with them. If they have it, well and good. If they don't have it, then there are, and if it's an immediate surgery, Rotary takes over the surgery immediately and does the surgery directly. If there's an availability of time and a month is available, then what happens is there are several social organizations who support these patients. Funding.
I will not. You have to answer to the point.
Okay.
Out of that 135, usually how much does the patient pay? How much does Rotary pay?
Rotary on an average is paying 1 lakh rupees per surgery.
That is the question. That is the answer that I wanted. So patient pays around 35,000.
Yes.
Rotary pays around 1 lakh per surgery, right?
Yes.
Out of that 1 lakh, how much are you asking a Rotary club to pay? You are asking the Rotary club to pay entire 1 lakh, or there was a scheme which was going on 2-3 years back where the Rotarians were paying only 25,000 for a surgery. So how do you do it? So if you want a Rotarian, suppose Rotary Club of Mumbai Mulund South wants to contribute for 10 surgeries. So they have to pay you 10 lakhs or they have to pay you 10 into part money. What is it?
They can pay 25,000 per surgery as a model also, but that is we have to then combine 4 clubs to make 25,000 payment to raise the 1 lakh. Now what happened was, in all these years, this model was finding it difficult because lots of clubs started doing global grants, and with global grants, basically the 25,000 model doesn't work. So then
that is a different issue altogether because that's a Rotary subject. So primarily you want 1 lakh per surgery from the Rotary club. So if a club says that I want to contribute for 10 surgeries, you have to pay 10 into 1 lakh, 10 lakhs. When the child comes, you do the surgery and the name of that child will be dedicated that this club has contributed towards this patient. You will be sending all the documents. I'm sure you'll be maintaining all the transparency because you are a person who's very good at all these things. So you will be maintaining transparency. You will be sending the clubs all the details of each and every patient who gets operated. Apart from that, you are a person whom I have seen in the past is also giving a proper list of all the patients who have been operated at particular hospitals in the entire month. And you also give details that these patients got operated, this much was the amount per patient, this person gave the money for this particular patient, this was the club that was involved. And every month we'll be getting a sheet, right? So you are going to maintain the highest level of integrity and transparency in this. And when there are 4 people, so suppose there is no global grant and the individual itself wants to contribute, the first thing you're going to ask is pay 1 lakh for a case. But if they say no, we don't, since Rotarians are giving and we can't spend so much for a case, we want to give for 4 surgeries paying 25,000, that option is also available.
Yes.
This is all that we want to say because Kuzaim, एक बात मैं आपको बता दूं कि आप छोटे बच्चों की लाइफ सेव कर रहे हो, उससे बड़ा नोबल जॉब कोई है नहीं. आप एक बहुत बड़ा काम कर रहे हो. आप ऐसे बच्चों में ऑपरेट कर रहे हो जहाँ पे ऑपरेट करना एक बहुत बड़ी रिस्क है. आप डॉक्टर्स को सपोर्ट कर रहे हो, आप ये जॉब ले रहे हो, आप ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ले रहे हो. This is something magnificent work. You cannot do anything bigger than this in Rotary. You are doing something which is unbelievable. And I'm really become a fan of yours after I've got to know the amount of work you are doing in Rotary for Touching Little Hearts. But the clarity on the subject was important, which you have just given us to us now. And I'm so happy and thankful to you that because of you now many more Rotarians will be there who will feel, yes, we want to approach Kuzaim in Touching Little Hearts and we want to contribute because when Kuzaim can go out of the way and keep an eye on every single patient who's getting operated, keep a small tab on every doctor who's operating every small patient, give life to so many children, then everyone would like to be a part of it. Khuzam, I'm so thankful to you for coming on this show that is the WizBiz Talks. I'm so thankful for you to taking out your time and being such a source of motivation to so many people. I'm so thankful for you that you have presented everything in such a clear manner that I'm sure that this talk is going to be successful, not because of what I have spoken or what you have spoken. It is because you as a person has motivated so many other people to contribute towards touching little hearts. Thank you, Khuzam, for your presence here. And I've loved every moment of interviewing you. Hope it was a good experience for you too.
It was a great experience, Manish. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Khuzam. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye. Thank you.